Have you ever felt like your creativity has gone dry, like you're just churning out clips or photos hoping something will sell? Looking every morning at your stash to see if you've made some money? Today we're going to talk about the key to effortless creativity and why you might be limiting yourself in a limitless universe. Everywhere you look, someone's telling you how to beat the algorithm, follow the formulas, chase the trends, create what sells. But what happens when you start feeling like a machine instead of an artist? Here's the real question. Can you truly be creative and still make a living? Let me tell you why most creators are working inside a cage that doesn't even exist. A few years ago, I took two photos that taught me a key takeaway about creativity. The first was a quick snapshot, a cruise ship in Alaska. No plan, no effort, just a click. This photo became my bestseller, and once it sold for even $100 just for one download. The second, it was a nightscape. I'm just using this as an example. The Milky Way arching over me, a lantern glowing in my hand. It took planning, patience, and expensive gear. It has never sold. I think it will someday, but it hasn't. And you know what? I don't care, because that image reminds me of why I create. The cruise ship photo has commercial value. The nightscape has personal meaning. Learning comes fast if you're not afraid to fail. Here's what I've learned from countless failures and a few meaningful successes. And it's not just me. History is full of examples. I don't believe I have ever done anything that is truly original. That's okay. Creativity isn't about originality. It's about combination. You don't need to invent something new. You just need to connect old ideas in new ways and present common scenes from new angles with new perspectives. Think about it. Walt Disney didn't invent animation or amusement parks. He combined storytelling with the technology of his time. This merged his characters with real-world experiences to create Disneyland. Colonel Sanders didn't invent fried chicken. He combined pressure cooking with Southern spices. He failed many times before founding Kentucky Fried Chicken. The Beatles, they took American rock and roll, mixed it with British harmonies and humor, and changed music forever. This way of reimagining is now thought of by scholars as stacking, the system behind effortless creativity. Here's how it works. Step one, get lost in something you're interested in. I didn't start doing videography and astrophotography because I wanted to sell stock. I wanted to fly airplanes, but I couldn't afford classes or the time needed to qualify. Maybe even I don't have the talent. When drones started to become available on the open market for consumers, it allowed me to fly without spending all the time and effort needed to get a real pilot's license. I know it's not the same, but it filled that desire I had to fly. Drones got me into photography. I also love wildlife and astronomy. Once I got into photography, because of DJI drones, I naturally gravitated to cameras, wildlife, nature, and then the night sky. Let's get back to the point. Learn all you can about something you are already interested in. If it's not fun, you're doing it wrong. Read, watch, listen, fill your mind with everything you can learn on that issue, from documentaries to random conversations. Step two, write down any ideas that you have, any thoughts on this issue, even if it's weird, random, or completely unrelated. Step three, combine the unexpected. Ask, what happens if I mix this with that? That's how Howard Schultz took Italian espresso culture, blended it with American convenience or fast food, and gave us Starbucks. Take 5 minutes, write down 10 things that fascinate you. Anything you're interested in. Then ask, what of these things could I combine? Go back through your old photos, your clips, your projects. See them with new eyes. Create for yourself. Sell to strangers. The more personal your work is, the more universal it becomes. When you think of it this way, your creativity will blossom. Because if you try to impress everyone, you'll end up inspiring no one. Are you finding this content of value? Please encourage this type of message by giving me a like. Consider subscribing. I would like to hear from you. Let's get back to the video. And in fact, let's take this video for example. I'm not trying to make a video for everyone. This video is not for those people looking for easy sales. I made this video with you in mind. One person, you. That person who sells their art but wants to rise above commercialism and unleash their creative genius. I have videos that suggest ways to increase sales profits. That is a valid goal. There is nothing wrong with chasing trends. If high sales, fluctuating markets, the ups and downs of selling stock media excites you, then that's okay. But you, the person I'm making this video for, is after something else. This message is just for that person. It's the same with selling stock media. You can try to think of a clip or image that appeals to everyone, but you can also change gears and think of one person and create for that ideal buyer. Sometimes the person you are creating for is you. It's okay to create art for yourself. I know what at least some of you are thinking. One day you're telling us to think like a consumer, like a buyer. The next day you're telling us to think like an artist. Those two are not mutually exclusive. Not only can you do something that appeals to the consumers, to the commercials, but you can also do it in a new and artistic way. What I'm asking you to do is just consider alternative ways of doing this that fuels your creative genius. Now I want to hear from you. What's been your biggest creative struggle lately? I am interested in your comments, criticisms, or little jewels of wisdom. Do you have a piece of work that means everything to you, even if it's never sold or been used in a project anywhere? Maybe it's something you created just to put on your wall or on your screensaver or for someone special in your life. Share your experience in the comments below. I read every one, and sometimes your story becomes someone else's breakthrough. You don't need special talent to be creative. You just need a system that helps you see connections others have missed. The world doesn't need more creators coloring inside the lines. There's a lot of good people who could color inside the lines. Good for them. I'm talking about you. You are unique. You are special. You have a perspective that someone out there needs. They can't find it if you don't post it. Now go, combine some ideas, and see what unexpected magic appears.